Salut Nero. Bon, à la base j'avais dit qu'on ferait encore de la VR aujourd'hui, mais j'ai été atteint d'une flemme colossale. Quand je me suis rendu compte que les 3/4 des jeux que je voulais faire, eh ben, ne supportaient pas les manettes, pas l'index correctement. J'ai envie de faire ça aujourd'hui. Vu que je suis dans une forme olympique. Ça va, c'est pas ouf. Ah bon, le principe de cette arme c'est pas forcément de faire des dégâts, j'imagine. Alors, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Pas des crevards du coin. Fatigue, fatigue. Très fatigue. Rhume. Oh, c'est tout. Et là je suis au doc, je crois. En tant que pilier lui. Oh. Merde, il était où en fait? Ah oui, c'est celui que son père avait, ok. Donc il doit être dans les ruelles derrière. Dis, elle t'amuse vachement bien cette commande. C'est qui frappe aux portes comme ça là. Les gars, à cette heure-ci. Descendre du coup. Avec un peu de chance, lui aussi il va se taper. Il va me donner une gâchette. Bon, on a les deux gâchettes. On va aller améliorer le revolver. Dégâts énormes. Et on mettra le stun. dégâts sont vraiment pas ouf. Ça sert à rien de partir pour essayer d'en rajouter plus quand l'arme n'en fait pas de base. Allez, on pourrait parler aux autres pecnos. On va aller voir Swansea. Soigner les 2 guignols qui sont malades. Ouais. Rajouter un marqueur là où je voulais pas.
It's locked.
Il a peut-être.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like...
Why?
Non, il a pas.
Know that Pembroke will prevail and survive.
Ah mais non, ils sont tous en forme ici. Chercher des trucs qui n'existaient pas, c'est bien.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello,
Back from the city already? How is the situation over there?
tense,
Shit.
to say the least.
I'm sure every obstacle will cede to your relentless determination. In the meantime, can I be of any help?
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Oh, the legendary founder of the Ascalon Club. I'm afraid I cannot help you with that, Jonathan.
So you do know him?
All the Brotherhood knows about him is highly confidential. He is dangerously intimate with the royal family and Britain's inner circles.
Are you afraid of him? Is he that dangerous?
No, but since most ancient vampires were killed or fled England during the Great Hunt of 1850, he may be the oldest British vampire. A myth in the flesh, so to speak.
Did you know that Lady Ashbury is an artist? And rather a good one.
Well, actually, yes. I attended an exhibition of her paintings before the war. Beautiful landscapes and stunning portraits. I wish I'd purchased one.
Perhaps we could go to her next exhibition, you and I.
What a beautiful idea, Jonathan. Did you know she told me once she had been a model for famous painters? But she never told me which ones.
What can you tell me?
A sad story, my dear friend. Tragic, in fact. The Brotherhood was betrayed by some of its most trusted members.
Why was it a tragedy?
Not only did the Guard of Prewen hunt down and kill most ancient vampires of England, they also destroyed or confiscated their possessions. Priceless knowledge was lost in just a few nights.
Tell me about the betrayal.
The founders of the Guard of Prewen stole precious and unique documents and reports from the Brotherhood's library when they left. They used them to identify and locate their next targets.
I shall return.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Regardez. Un petit truc.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Stop following me.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Ouais.
When I
Casse les couilles à me mettre des marqueurs là où je ne monte pas. Truc de ouf.
get back, I'll have a word with you. He's really pissed me off this time.
This is no place for a gentleman.
Over there! There's one.
Casse-couille le monsieur, dites-moi là.
Over there!
Faire à l'envers en plus. Ouais, je fais un sacré détour moi en fait.
It's locked, all right.
Professeur X. Le petit merdeux, justement.
How are you, boy?
I'm not.
Do you need a...
Please.
There you go. Goodbye.
Arrivé le petit merdeux et celui-là, je ne sais pas où il est. C'est... Ouais, c'est le...
This elixir will give you faith again.
Good.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's
A placebo effect.
medical attention.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doc.
Loretta,
I don't expect him to forgive me.
by making him a crook and a criminal, what if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself.
Don't you think he needs to be somewhere he can receive appropriate medical care?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion, and the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Goodbye.
Perhaps I should look into it. This district seems to get uglier every year.
You... Right then.
Imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the
Good evening.
And good evening.
Do you need...
I think you... How is this? I imagine we are all part of some...
I'll...
You are blinded by your false faith.
Don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
All the good boys join the army and the scum turn criminals.
It's locked.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'il faut qu'il casse les couilles avec 15 milliards de portes fermées, quoi? Sans doute s'ils mettent une porte fermée, c'est exprès pour qu'on puisse pas faire le chemin, quoi. On doit faire le putain de tour de sa mère. C'est aussi grosse que la lune, quoi. C'est la planète lune, j'allais dire. C'est pas grave. C'est pas grave. Allez, là, attends, encore une autre porte fermée. Voilà. Excellent. Pas dormi de la nuit, donc ça explique les choses. Putain, quoi. Je me suis rattrapé avant de venir. J'ai bien été essayer de dormir. Mais ça me fait pas tout.
Watch out! Want some of this? All of you filthy leeches need killing.
Ah ouais, c'est le pochetron. De ce côté-là.
Good evening. What? Inebriate? Yeah. Goodbye.
Des marqueurs là où je lui ai rien demandé.
Recognize him?
No, this one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
That was the vampire we saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Want some of this? All of your bloody leeches need killing.
Menace des Icors, tous les scales infâmes et maléfiques que j'ai dû combattre. L'Icor ou Icor fait probablement partie des pires. Pas à cause de ses talents au combat, bien que cela reste un adversaire puissant et dangereux, pas à cause de son intelligence supérieure ou de ses ruses, un Icor est direct et franc dans ce qu'il a à faire. Propager des maladies, des infections et des épidémies partout où il peut dès qu'il en a l'occasion. Un Icor est l'incarnation même des virus et des infections. Partout où il va, la maladie apparaît et se propage rapidement. Comme s'il ne foulait cette terre que pour créer des fléaux et des épidémies, comme si la maladie était sécrétée par sa propre peau. Les Icors sont intelligents, sournois, malveillants et féroces, capables d'endurer de multiples blessures. Contaminer un réservoir d'eau, un grenier à blé ou un banquet, c'est typiquement le genre de choses qu'un Icor prendra du plaisir à faire pour satisfaire sa nature putride et perverse. Ils sont tellement rares qu'on ne sait rien sur eux. La confrérie des fainéants pense qu'ils ne devraient pas être considérés comme des vampires ou des scales, mais comme quelque chose à part. Tout ce que je sais, c'est qu'un Icor doit être détruit à tout prix dès qu'il a été repéré.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Confrérie des feignasses.
This is now my domain. young Ekon!
This is my territory!
Fresh water. As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
L'hérésie du sang pur. Sang pur, nous connaissons l'expression, nous l'entendons de la bouche des hérétiques et des barbares étrangers, et parfois nous l'utilisons nous-mêmes. Mais savons-nous vraiment ce qu'elle signifie? Un vampire sorti du ventre d'une immortelle. Quelle idée repoussante. Comment une telle créature pourrait-elle trouver sa place parmi les vivants? Quel serait son but? Le nôtre est clair, gentlemen. Ascalon existe pour protéger l'Empire et ses citoyens. Nous sommes les protecteurs et les bergers, même lorsque nous sacrifions un de nos moutons pour notre subsistance. Quiconque sera reconnu coupable d'avoir cédé à la tentation de donner naissance à un enfant immortel sera éliminé. Stylo plume.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life.
Goodbye.
On a une paire de toute valise pour une fenasse explosive. Refuge déverrouillé.
Yes, Jonathan? Spending next summer in France? Absolutely. Why not?
disais qu'est-ce que c'est que pour une bestiole qui fait des bruits bazar. Pareil. Oh.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you...
How is my...
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is...
The police?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets.
Has she
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail.
What is the
For a time, the West End...
Have you no relatives anywhere?
Your father managed to guarantee my...
I'm sorry I could not be...
Your mother was strong, sir.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my...
I would not dare to question your absence.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family.
This house is dead, Avery.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
You really...
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say.
I know you work hard to help the sick. But what will you do once the epidemic...
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next...
Goodbye.
Of course.
Mother. Good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you?
I'm right here, Mother.
Yes. For this son of...
Mary.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
But I'm not dead, Mother.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this.
Mother?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost?
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way.
Have you returned to Whitechapel?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too.
It was just a bad...
A nightmare, yes.
Tell me...
I'm sad most of the time. Sad...
I'm so sorry, Mother.
What happened,
I chose to stay away.
How can you put me in danger, my son?
Do you need anything, Mother?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan.
I'll stay as long as I...
Just one thing. Stop staring.
Are you working on a new...
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish...
I'd be glad to meet her.
She's not famous, and...
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother,
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son.
I wish I could stay here and...
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you...
Have I changed that much?
You are still, and you'll always...
Goodbye, Ma.
Goodbye. Aubrey, I'm not sure visiting Italy is a good idea.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Ok, 3 milliards de personnes à qui parler, j'imagine.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet... What do you think about this?
I was raised here, and I suppose it...
Yes.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never...
Is there something that...
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and...
I suppose you're right.
Tell me about...
What do you want to know?
Who are your...
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors...
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death.
How did you meet?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she...
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16. Though I
What are you...
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then?
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh.
How are the locals reacting to you?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to
Explosives are very dangerous.
She is my best friend.
Have you any reason to be worried about?
Recently, Emily started to believe...
Let me guess.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone.
What
Your name and profession, obviously.
Does it not scare you to know?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman.
Of course not.
Good to know.
Your mother.
I believe...
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
I'm hungry. Where shall I eat tonight?
Good evening, sir.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I will...
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a
Welcome, Dr. Reed.
I may...
Go...
Do you have any...
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
London's lone gourmet?
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
How is...
Life is good and peaceful.
Are you not concerned?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you...
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Is it not a...
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most...
So you prefer...
Oh, I all...
But what about the epidemic?
Please, sir, this is
What can you tell me?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good...
Oh, I haven't...
I must confess, I have...
Really? Well, I'm all...
I may...
Ton argent en composant. Je vais arriver dessus, ça m'intrigue. En quel composant je pourrais transformer une fourchette?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence.
Johnny.
Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
When did you escape the...
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in...
I know what you mean.
Of course.
What is this?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
How is your wife?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home?
Have you forgot what people are like in this pod?
You need some rest. Good evening.
I won't.
Do you need... What can I... You need some...
Ouais. Quand même un peu moins de monde que dans les autres quartiers. J'ai enlevé l'écran vert en fait parce que je pensais encore faire de la VR aujourd'hui, mais ce n'est pas le cas. Et j'avais une flemme aiguë. Non, on la voit en arrière-plan. Ouais, c'est sûrement parce que je parle pas très fort. Un petit peu augmenter ça, mais j'ai peur que ça ne grise, hein. Ça ne saute pas un peu.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Non.
Hello?
Jonathan, is that you?
Thank you, Venus.
I was going to... I'll take...
ouverte. On n'a pas déjà croisé ce PNJ où je me tape des impressions déjà vues.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor.
I am...
Miss, you don't seem well at all.
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating
What happened to you?
the rats. The answer hides in
Miss Billow, please.
the voice in my head. Yes.
Tell me.
Keep you.
Tell me about. Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was strong, proud.
What is the
shadow?
I must. I cannot enter.
Il nous reste encore un paquet de guignols à trouver. Peut-être là-dedans. Non, peut-être pas. On tient un paquet de trous du cul. En fait, c'est vraiment là.
you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Prends pas la déco. Traîne des cadavres comme ça dans le salon.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club.
There has been quite a battle here.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Histoire et objectif du Club Ascalon. Le Club Ascalon est une association de gentlemen qui vise secrètement à protéger les intérêts de la couronne. Je l'ai fondé en 1837 pour honorer et perpétuer l'héritage de mon créateur, William Marshall, premier comte de Pembroke et véritable protecteur de l'Angleterre. Tous les membres du club doivent posséder une bonne ascendance et des valeurs morales irréprochables. Puisque le club accepte les membres mortels, qui seront placés sous observation et jugés en tant que candidats à l'immortalité, notre objectif est d'imposer des traditions et des conduites respectables au sein de la bonne société vampirique, mais aussi de promouvoir et étendre l'hégémonie de l'Angleterre. Nous sommes la véritable élite de la société britannique. Nous sommes Ascalon, la sainte lance tenue par Saint George, protecteur de l'Angleterre lorsqu'il a terrassé le dragon. Nous, lanciers, faisons le serment de défendre les intérêts de l'Empire.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Avant. Du sous-sol des Ascalon. J'allais jeter un coup d'œil, je sens que je vais foutre la merde. Ils vont me détester avant même de m'avoir rencontré, quoi. Dague de qualité.
It's locked.
Petite mais solide, principalement utilisée pour perforer et déchirer la chair de l'adversaire. Truc charmant. J'utilise déjà pas d'endurance, c'est le coup. Ah oui, c'est une grosse absorption de sang.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Bon bah j'ai la clé du sous-sol, mais j'ai pas la porte du sous-sol. Disons que l'un sans l'autre, ça marche pas bien. De l'usage récréatif du sang. En tant que membre du club Ascalon, nous essayons toujours de respecter les règles de savoir-vivre. Nous sommes à tous égards les membres de la bonne société, parfois même des personnalités publiques. Les orgies et les bains de sang ne nous procurent aucun plaisir, contrairement à ce que nos adversaires prétendent. Et si l'un d'entre nous se faisait surprendre à participer à l'un de ces actes immoraux et caricaturaux, nous lui jetterions l'opprobre qu'il mérite. Mais qu'en est-il du sang? Qu'en est-il de son utilisation à des fins récréatives? Comment nier l'extase que nous procure cette ambroisie écarlate? Avec quel autre breuvage pourrions-nous lever nos verres, comme le fait toute confrérie qui se respecte? Pour répondre à cette question délicate, la ligne de conduite du club est la suivante. Tant que l'enveloppe mortelle originelle n'est pas amenée entre nos murs, chaque membre est libre de boire ce que bon lui semble, bordel de merde, pour son propre usage ou pour partager ce breuvage avec des amis. Buvez ce que vous voulez, faites ce que vous voulez de l'enveloppe originale, mais jamais dans l'enceinte du club. À moins que je ne l'autorise personnellement pour les grandes occasions, bien évidemment. Bien évidemment. C'est dur à monter les marches.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your...
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same...
What do you mean? The epidemic has escaped the quarantine.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept,
Please ask.
what does it mean?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature...
Am I
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
What is the
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British...
What does
Ascalon was the lance wielded...
William Marshall found?
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls.
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal...
I agree to...
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial...
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the... My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Bah, du coup, j'imagine que c'est le dernier Pecno à rencontrer dans le coin.
That went well.
You have the makings of...
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a...
So why did you rip...
Straight to the point again, young...
I'm listening.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know...
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish, and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spot...
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scows in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Il y a pas mal de jeux verts en fait qui ont le souci qu'ils ne supportent pas bien les Valve Knuckles, dont justement les jeux que je voulais faire. À savoir Ella Noire que j'ai installé et I Expect You to Die, qui apparemment dans certains cas ont des problèmes déjà avec le casque, mais les manettes ne sont pas entièrement reconnues. Du coup le mapping des touches est assez particulier, voire casse-couille en fait. Vu qu'il n'y a pas le fait que la manette est reconnue comme avec des pressions et tout le bordel. Donc ça cause des problèmes au niveau du gameplay et à la base je comptais faire un de ces deux jeux là aujourd'hui, mais il aurait fallu que je règle encore les manettes et tout le bordel, c'est ça que... J'ai dit non. J'allais pas faire ça pendant 1 heure en stream, enfin bref. Donc voilà, ce sera prochainement. Je regarderai là-dedans, je pense acheter Zero Caliber. Et voir comment ça tourne, vu que ça aussi, il n'y a pas de réponse exacte. Apparemment les développeurs ont posté 2-3 upgrades pour supporter les manettes enfin les manettes Knuckles. Mais certains disent que c'est pas complet, d'autres disent que oui, d'autres disent que non. Du coup je verrai. Je ferai mon propre avis.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Ouais. Bah, le problème, c'est pas que ils font exprès. C'est que il y a autant de casques qu'il y a de types de manettes. Et à chaque fois, les développeurs, ils doivent prendre en compte les caractéristiques de la manette, le type de bouton qu'elle a. Il y a plein de trucs à prendre en compte. Les Valve Knuckles sont particulièrement difficiles à intégrer parce qu'il y a une reconnaissance justement des pressions, des manettes et tout le bordel. Et bon, bah, certains développeurs en ont rien à branler déjà. Quand tu parles de Ella Noire ou des trucs dans le genre, bah, Rockstar Games, ils ont sorti leur jeu, c'est bon, ils en ont plus rien à foutre. Même chose pour Bethesda par exemple. T'as vraiment juste les petits développeurs qui éventuellement vont prendre le temps de le faire et c'est pas toujours facile non plus. Vu que... Allez, je vais prendre l'exemple. Justement. Où est-ce qu'il est ? Vu que chaque casque, en fait, ils doivent implémenter chaque casque indépendamment et le type de manette indépendamment. Donc c'est pas évident, hein. C'est du taf en plus. Un paquet. Souvent en Valve Index, acheter ses Vive, Oculus Rift. Windows Mixed Reality aussi. Mais bon, c'est... Ouais, par exemple, Bethesda, eux, ils sont passés outre les jeux VR qu'ils ont fait et qu'ils ont implémenté d'ailleurs avec le cul, vu que ça fonctionne absolument pas correctement. Tout ce que tu as en fait dans les jeux VR Bethesda, c'est que tu peux te déplacer avec la manette et tu peux regarder autour de toi. Tout le reste, ben, c'est comme si tu jouais au jeu normal. Donc même le putain de Pip-Boy, tu dois utiliser les boutons de contrôle et pas juste utiliser la manette comme tu le ferais sur ton Pip-Boy ou quoi avec tes doigts. Non, il faut que tu ailles dans un menu, le menu normal du jeu. Donc enfin non, eux, ils en ont vraiment rien à foutre. Ouais, mais enfin, Cloud 76, ils ont continué à rajouter des mages qui cassent de plus en plus le jeu d'ailleurs. Putain, c'est des trous du cul, c'est un truc de malade. Leur niveau d'incompétence dernièrement dépasse l'entendement.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
It's quite unsettling.
Do not be alarmed. The Askel...
May I ask who you...
Why would you be in...
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of it.
Ah, Vampyr said...
Are you a
Yes, I am.
What can you...
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying.
Are you...
Personally, I consider my advancing year...
What can you
I would not dare speak of our chair.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that very reason that I...
Is not the nature of this club a secret?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of...
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is...
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born.
What do you know?
I should not say this, but
But they are...
They are not my...
Would you help?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague.
What is this?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than...
You're right. Money is...
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are few.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos.
Not if we eliminate... Or...
Are you not mistaking...
Why do you care? Are you not a vamp?
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't be put outside until the Pre-Wen end their hunt.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Support the equality.
Good evening. I'm
A few days ago, I spotted a strange.
Where is it? Goodbye.
She's been.
Oh, il y a l'autre.
Good evening, old.
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
I'm investigating the sword.
Infection is everywhere these.
Yes? What about them?
Not enough noise for a big
You need...
Disgusting smell. Oh, I can't continue like this.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Oh, you! Stop there!
Oi.
Stop! Take it! Christ! He's dead! Sir, cross the leech, boys! It's too fucking fast!
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent!
Elle a complètement éclaté l'entièreté des gens, bordel, mais elle a pas une goutte de sang sur elle. Hein. Très propre, madame. Très propre. Et professionnel.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Maître de l'école de l'art dramatique Fletcher. Charles, c'est avec une immense joie que je vous annonce que par la présente, votre admission comme étudiante particulière au sein de mon école d'art dramatique. La petite scène que vous avez eu l'amabilité de jouer pour moi la semaine dernière m'a convaincu que vous avez ce qu'il faut pour devenir une vraie comédienne, de l'esprit, de l'allure et du courage. En tant qu'étudiante particulière, je vous recevrai une formation et un enseignement direct auprès de moi. Lors de ces sessions intensives, vous serez amené à vivre au sein même de l'établissement, car je crois fermement qu'une immersion totale est le meilleur moyen de révéler tout le potentiel de mes élèves. Pensez donc à apporter dans vos bagages vos vêtements de nuit et tout ce dont vous pourriez avoir besoin pour passer une semaine dans mon école.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. This is despicable.
I'm investigating this
infection.
And where is...
West of the park. Not very far.
I must...
Women die too in this war!
Good. I may...
Good.
I'm investigating...
Not really. Wait.
Thank you.
They have a house in the southern part of the
Goodbye.
I'm hungry. Where shall I eat?
J'ai un marqueur encore qui se balade quelque part et qui me les brise. Ah. Ah tiens, j'ai plus la discussion avec Ashbury.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Putain, des concerts, c'est moche. Enfin, j'ai déjà trouvé du phosphore blanc, c'est déjà bien ça. Faut l'améliorer à fond. Mais du coup, comment il s'équipe en slow? Aussi en secondaire, c'est parfait. 300 ou 600. J'avais envie. Non. Prendre les vieilles breloques. Milieu de la pièce et je l'ai pas vu. Et ici il y a souvent une planque. Mais... c'est vrai qu'il y a la maison familiale. Ça passe bien aussi. Alors, on va voir là. Je vais voir papa. On reviendra sensiblement au même type de dégâts. 672 contre 672. Parfait. Que là on a 3 coups à la place de 2. Et peut-être... Ah, il prend plus de temps en plus à recharger le canoncier. Et ouais, je voulais dire peut-être plus de range. Il faut que j'achète 4 rivets. Le guignol en a 2.
Women of all countries unite!
I may.
Bah, il en a pas. J'ai démonté aussi les objets que j'ai récupérés parce que... bah parce que... Curieux de voir. Ici j'aurai peut-être une bonne surprise. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on récupère sur des fourchettes? Des morceaux d'aluminium. Très bien. Très bien même. Bon, le reste on s'en fout. Et puis là on vient piquer du sang. sera déjà à 18. Vers 28 à peu près de vol de sang. Putain, c'est ouf. Plate d'aluminium. Bon. Ah. C'est le même endroit en fait. Ok, bonne soirée Nero, et à demain.
Safer places to be than here.
Je vous remercie pour le sublime parfum et le manteau de fourrure. J'ai tellement hâte de sentir vos mains sur ma peau frémissante, car il n'y a que vous, mon héros, qui puisse me faire sentir aussi désiré. Je vous en prie, revenez-moi vite. Je meurs d'envie de presser à nouveau ma délicate poitrine contre votre buste viril. Oui, mon amour, mon chéri, revenez-moi vite. Et je vous promets une nuit de passion débridée et éternelle. Je porte, en ce moment même, rien d'autre que vos derniers cadeaux. Je brûle d'envie de vous voir, et je me languis de partager avec vous mes désirs insatiables. Parlons de désirs insatiables, je me demande si les pizzas sont pas arrivées.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Vite voir ça. encore là. Un 6300 XP, c'est bon ça.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should...
On peut reparler à Ashbury. Établir si Doris Fletcher est la source de l'épidémie.
Go to her acting school.
Et un truc.
It's locked.
La tragédie de la nuit sanglante. Nous sommes atrocement peu à avoir échappé à la grande chasse. Je fais partie de ces survivants. Je me rappelle comment l'attaque surprise de l'ennemi nous a tous pris à court. Le sang a coulé au cours de ces quelques nuits. Certains d'entre nous qui ont survécu ont choisi l'exil. Je ne leur en veux pas, mais je déplore leur manque de force d'âme, car c'est bien de courage dont nous avons besoin pour protéger les intérêts de l'Empire et pour protéger les valeurs que nous défendons. Souvenons-nous bien que William Marshall, lui, n'a jamais baissé la tête. Mon très cher créateur est peut-être parti depuis bien longtemps, mais sa présence se fait toujours sentir parmi nous. Nous conservons quelques gouttes de son sang sacré pour nous rappeler ce que nous sommes et ce à quoi nous aspirons. L'honneur, la pureté et l'excellence. Étant sa descendance et son ami, j'ai eu l'honneur d'échanger avec le chevalier à maintes reprises. Il m'a parlé des larmes des anges, ce breuvage sacré censé apaiser la faim insatiable que nous ressentons tous, qu'il a cherché sans relâche, sans même savoir si un tel artefact existait. J'admirais alors sa persévérance. C'est cette ténacité, cette croyance indéfectible en quelque chose de plus grand que nous, qui nous permettra de survivre à toute nouvelle grande chasse organisée par nos ennemis. Ascalon renaîtra de ses cendres, toujours, car il est en idéal.
Good evening, John.
I'm still investigating from
Of course.
How is your...
I have decided to explore...
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the guard of Prewen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Goodbye, my...
Goodbye.
It's locked, all right.
All right.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Ready Bru.
It's locked.
Fenêtre ouverte, avec tes portes fermées. Je ne supporte plus la douleur, c'est comme si mon corps tout entier se disloquait depuis que cette salope m'a infecté. Ça fait déjà des jours qu'elle reste cachée dans sa loge, à donner ses ordres par petits mots écrits. Mots écrits, oui. Elle ne répète que la nuit. J'ai assisté à une de ces soi-disant répétitions. Elle arpente la scène, furieuse et remplie de haine, tout en crachant par terre et en pleurant sa beauté perdue. Salope est malade, pourrie jusqu'à la moelle et a l'intention de contaminer tous ceux qui se trouvent ici, puis les habitants de Londres.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Oui, bien. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. À partir de maintenant qu'on va attraper le cancer hein, sur ce jeu. Full HP, le mob il te fait une proute et tu crèves. C'est génial. C'est vraiment génial.
woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at Alas, poor Doris. I knew her well.
Un journal intime de Doris Fletcher. Je l'ai vue en chair et en os, la sorcière des cauchemars de mon enfance, la salope qui m'a torturé toutes ces années durant. Je l'ai vue et j'ai frémi, sa voix, son visage, je savais qu'elle était dans cet hôpital, je savais qu'elle était malade et je voulais être témoin de ses souffrances. Je me suis peut-être réinventé, je suis devenu une actrice célèbre, j'ai effacé ces sinistres années de ma mémoire, mais je ne peux pas oublier que je reste sa fille. Lorsque j'ai vu son corps si fragile dans ce petit lit, souffrant, malade, déchu, j'ai dû cacher mes larmes parce qu'elle me regardait. Elle m'a reconnu, elle a dessiné de la haine dans mes yeux, puis elle a souri. Ce corps blafard qui était ma mère, et je n'ai ressenti aucune satisfaction à la voir dans un tel état. Le pire, ce n'est pas que je me suis soudain rappelé tous les coups et toutes les brimades, non. C'est que j'ai reconnu la haine qui habitait mon cœur quand elle a posé son regard sur moi, car c'est la même que celle que j'ai vue étinceler au fond de ses yeux. Au bout du compte, je serai toujours sa fille, ou sa femme, ma mère et moi. Ok, c'est la fille de l'autre salope. Qui est maintenant une scale heureuse de l'aide. ça nous amène ça? Ah, merde.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. I summon thee, my children of the night. Your hand is shaking. I smell your fear.
Ok. Ça va faire tout shot encore. Les pirouettes. Génial.
Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? You killed my father. Prepare to die. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
dramaturge jusqu'au bout, hein.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo!
Putain, je
So
m'y
dramatic.
attendais.
I love it.
McCullum.
C'est cliché.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Nah.
It's locked, all right. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my... These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Et d'abord... Ah.
So Doris just needed to...
Je disais d'abord...
be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
The fuck you doing?
Ain't safe here for a gentleman. Easy, we can deal with this vermin.
I'll send you to hell.
J'aurais peut-être dû aller faire le rapport à Redgrave avant. On fait le bistrot.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd
Why?
What news?
Did Elizabeth?
So it's Elizabeth now.
Have you seen?
Yes, she popped in yesterday.
Just a courtesy.
Yes, and no, she was on.
I may have found.
Really?
Doris was a heavily.
As if the disease had.
Yes. Once a beauty.
Oh, she was a beauty.
Have you heard of?
No, I don't think so.
What was it?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
How's the situation?
We're still holding out. Question.
I'll
always.
C'est la tasse qui brille 2000 fois. Je sais pas pourquoi tout dans ce jeu a cette lueur, cet éclat, comme s'ils avaient ciré pendant des heures absolument tous les éléments du jeu.
Done.
Maintenant, si je me rappelle bien, il faut dormir 3 nuits histoire que la plante reprenne vie. Bon, 3000. Des dégâts supplémentaires. 4500, ouais. Chaud. Ça pourrait être sympa la barrière. Pas vraiment du gros damage output ça, mais... Bon allez, on va voir tout le monde qui rattrape la crève. Non? Non? Bien. Il va y avoir un pecno dans le tas qui... à la crèche. Peut-être deux. Ouais, il faut que je regarde ça. Je l'ai oublié. Alors, en 40. dégâts. En endurance, dégâts. Ah, il tape plus. Ça permet parfois de stunlock certains ennemis. Ouais, c'est... Ouais, même au niveau de l'endurance, c'est pas ouf. Je crois que ce sera plutôt see you tomorrow parce que je vais aussi bientôt me en aller. Si pas. Pour complètement dans le gaz. Et ça me casse les couilles parce que justement hier je vais me coucher super tôt histoire d'être en forme pour le tir, j'ai pas réussi à fermer l'œil. Enfin, du coup bonne soirée Mister X, et à demain. Je vais rejoindre le lieu de culte.
Best turn around if I were you. Don't come closer. Bloody leech! Over there! There's one of them.
Si l'autre marchand aurait pas du phosphore justement.
Is there anything to connect?
We meet again, Mr. Kimura.
Dr. Reed.
We must both be
breathing the
May I ask you?
what?
Why this sudden epiphany?
I was...
How is the situation?
I've heard...
Why are you so...
I was focused so much on making money.
Have you heard?
I was not a...
At least now you're ready to go.
You make it sound like you suffered from an...
Have you...
Over
those...
Would you...
What can you...
If you really want to know what...
And why...
That was the weirdest part.
Which stuff?
That's the whole point.
What did
he constantly...
Can you change?
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can...
follow my...
You know what? That's not a bad...
Merde.
Tell me...
I don't know.
Did he...
No.
Yes.
Stop.
You're right.
Protect.
Cygnus.
Memory's a strange thing.
Goodbye.
London has brought so much.
Ouais, on aurait d'abord dû passer.
Go.
I may...
On manque d'eau.
For as long as I've been a member, I've never seen so few vampires attending the club nights.
I must admit the Guard of Prewen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
Elle est là, madame, maintenant.
Elizabeth.
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted...
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just...
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's
Ouais. Eh ben on verra ça demain. Là je vais aller mater dans mon coin. Bon, eh bien là-dessus, j'espère que ce assez court stream vous aura plu. Et on se retrouve demain, je l'espère, plus en forme. Allez, à plus, soirée.